What's up, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? How are you guys? This is the Mystic Leo. My name is Isa, and I am a very proud Leo. Okay, they call me the Mama Leo around here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're not, pause up top. Baby, it's good to see ya. This is the weekly energy check-in. I just take a look at the energy, money, love, career, any other messages, what might possibly happen throughout the week. Okay, so take what resonates for you, leave the parts that don't. If nothing resonates in your sun sign, you can check out your moon, rising, and your Venus signs by jumping over to my other channel, which is called Intuitive Tarot with Isa. Okay, and that's linked down below. I have a September pick a card reading up there if you want to look at September. I also have a September specifically for Leos on here. Okay, last but not least, guys, if this does resonate, then please make sure you give your girl the thumbs up so I can continue doing more groovy content. And don't forget to subscribe and come on back and see me. Okay, all right, let's jump in. What do we got for Leo this week? Ooh, integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Interesting. So maybe there are some things that come up for you this week, Leo, where it feels like you call yourself into question. Integrity is when what we say and what we do match each other. Okay, it could be with you or it could be with somebody that you know. Maybe you are dealing with a person who seems like they don't have much integrity, right? They say one thing and they do the other. But this is also about calling yourself out on that kind of stuff. Like, you know when you're saying one thing and when you're doing another. Okay, because that it's not just out of integrity. It's what, being hypocritical, right? It's like hypocritical. All right, what else, please, for Leo? We have the law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energy. So some of you could be working on the law of attraction, but I think that you're having a lot of shifts and realizing that things and people around you are changing this week. Relationships, maybe you're just not into what you've been normally into. Maybe you're into something else. Maybe you're exploring something different this week. Okay, I'm gonna get one more of these since I really like these cards. I don't know why I haven't been using them. It happens all the time. You have the shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Okay, so this is a week of protecting your neck, protecting your energy. All right. Let me scoot up here. All right, that's a little bit better. I couldn't find my footstool. All right, what else do we got for Leo, please? What else can they expect this week? Excuse me. Ooh, marriage. Are some of you getting married or are you getting engaged? Are you going to a wedding? Some of you could be, maybe you're making a serious commitment to yourself too, is what's coming up for me right now. Right, meow. Some of you could be attending somebody's wedding though as well. All right, what else? Ooh, adjudication. There's some sort of ruling. Maybe some of you are getting called to jury duty, court. There's some court paperwork, something that you might find out when it comes to court this week, like a ruling. I'm getting a ruling. And last but not least, we have the main female. I feel like there could be support from one specific person in your life. For males, it could be a male. For female, it could be a female, or it's the opposite, a male and a female connection here. But I do feel like also this has to do with some sort of relationship. I don't know if you are letting somebody know how you feel about them this week, Leo, but I have that energy coming up as well. Like somebody is there could be... I feel like somebody's sharing their feelings, and then I feel as if this card is really reading as like somebody being there for you this week, or really showing you about their integrity, like showing up and having integrity with you this week. Okay, when maybe they haven't in the past, or maybe you just never really had relationships with people where they were like a person of their word. Okay, because it happens. All right, my boos. All right. Let's see, what else do we have for Leo? We have the happy card, but it's in reverse, the fork in a road, and the serendipity. And I think you guys had serendipity a little while ago. Okay, so what is this happy in reverse? Let me see, okay? I don't know what you guys are unhappy about, but there may be some situation here where you're coming to a place where you need to make some sort of major decision, and it could make you feel very unhappy that you have to be in that position, or there really isn't a happy medium here when it comes to making this decision. Let me see if I can find out what that's about. What's this happy about, please? It's a freaking two. Are you guys trying to be funny? That's a good one. The Two of Swords. A tough decision. Okay, feeling stuck. It's a conflict. It's a weighing issue for you. Where maybe you've tried to be neutral about something. Maybe you're in the middle of something between two people and you're not happy about being that third party. Let's see, what is this happy in reverse? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. You guys just want to be vague with me today. Okay, your luck changing. How did I, really? This could have to do with money. Okay, let me just say that. This could have to do with money. I just have to laugh, like, excuse me, because this card, which isn't even in this whole deck, came out. So I guess when I put my cards away, I didn't notice this one was like on the back of another card. That's why I'm kind of laughing. All right. Sorry, I had a delicious, juicy Leo nap like a little while ago, so I'm yawning. So this could do with money. It could do with a long-term relationship too. You may be dealing with somebody where it's like you've kind of been waiting for a while to see what's going to develop in the relationship, and it's taking a long time. It's requiring you to maybe decide whether or not you want to continue on in the connection or the job. Maybe you're waiting for a raise. You've requested something, and you're considering going your separate ways from this company, okay? But, you're thinking in the long term, like, okay, if I do this now, then what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen 6 months from now, Okay, so because we do have luck here with the Wheel of Fortune. This talks about destiny, and it's interesting because we also have the serendipity card. So I feel like there's some sort of, again, some sort of destined change that's happening. These both literally mean serendipity. So there's an element of growth and expansion. There could be, really going with the flow instead of trying to control everything this week. Maybe it's a little more about going with the flow and being in touch with that kind of like energy this week, right? Like you're just going to be in the flow. You're just letting things come and go as they should or as they please instead of trying to maybe control everything, okay? So I feel like there's this sense of letting go of control. And in letting go of that control, you're having these moments of serendipity where these special little things are happening. Maybe you're finding feathers. Maybe you're running into somebody you haven't seen in 10 years, or somebody's calling up or something like that, okay? Instead of trying to like push to always make something happen, this is talking about letting go. It's talking about timing as well, the perfect timing for things. Fated things and allowing things to flow and knowing that we don't always have control over everything that happens in the universe, okay? Some things are just meant to be beautiful, okay? And happen when they happen. This can also talk about travel, okay? Also talk about travel. I just got a reminder that I need to go pick something up. It's my bestie's birthday tomorrow. So, well, it's not her birthday tomorrow. I think it's actually on the 4th or the 5th, but we're going to celebrate it tomorrow. Okay, let's talk career, love, money. Let's get into this reading. Some of you may be going deeper onto your spiritual path this week, studying with it, and others of you may look into using it as a means to use your gifts or communicate your messages or your gifts to other people. Okay, so let's say you've been dipping and dabbling with maybe Reiki or crystals or something like that. Some of you, I think you're going to take that a little bit deeper, and you may even start offering some of these services this week. Okay. Being an advisor, a coach, a healer, tarot reader, anything in the occult is a good way for you to make some extra money. For some of you, you're being guided this week to explore your unique spiritual path. Okay. We also have risk. Now, what I don't like is the risk and the unreliable. So, you know, here's what I want to say to you guys. Be careful if you're trying to like be in a project with somebody, because this person could be unreliable. It might be a huge risk to allow them to be the person that handles certain aspects of whatever you want to do. Okay, so if you're partnering up with somebody, or if you're going into something with somebody, I would really think twice. Okay, I would really think twice about this. I'm not kidding you. I'm getting that, okay? Because we have the shield yourself, the integrity, the law of it. Like, there's just stuff here, okay? You may end up like maybe in a situation that you don't want to be in. That could be the reason why you have that stuckness energy too, because it does have to do with money for some of you. So, all right. So, the other message here is about actually taking a risk this week. The odds are in your favor with this card, all right? So when this card comes out, it says success will find you. The odds are ever in your favor. Okay? However the whistle goes. Anyway, things fare good for you if you are going to take a risk. It could be with your feelings. It could be anything. You know what that is for you, okay? When you step out into the unknown is when you truly start to live, is what this card says. And then a lot of fears may have been holding you back. So right now is definitely a time for you to maybe take some risks, the Fool card type of energy. We have the unreliable, struggling to finish things you start. Are you lying to yourself about shit? Okay. Do you have ADD? Serious question, because I have it. I struggle all the time with stuff. Okay. It says start only one thing at a time, start small and handle it. Finish it. Okay. So if there could be something this week that you have started, but you have not finished, Leo. It's talking about following through, being that person of integrity, being your word to yourself, being your word to others, finishing up things you say you're going to do. Even if you said to somebody, hey, I'll do that for you. I'll handle that for you. And it's been a week now and you haven't done it. Get her done. Get her done. Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to use my brand new tarot deck here. I like this tarot deck very, very much. Thank you. It is the Ask Yourself Tarot. All right, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Give me an overall energy this week for Leo. There we go. Oh, the world in reverse. So there's something that isn't quite over yet, okay? And again, the world in the upright talks about releasing our need to know and to control everything and the outcome, okay? When it's in reverse, this is something we're not finished with yet. And also we're trying too hard to control, I feel like, okay? So again, travel here with the world. We have Taurus. I always do that. Retrograde. Just do me a favor. Come here for a second. Come here. Why do you make me make up words and then I can't talk right? Okay. Stop it. All right. So Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Okay, that's the energy. This is typically about closing things out, ending a chapter, all right? But overall, this showing up as the overall energy is you not being able to do that, or maybe you not wanting to do that, okay? There might be a reason behind the fact that you are not ready for something to begin just yet. Doesn't have to be you either. Take it as it resonates. It could be somebody else, okay? What else for Leo? I'm just tired of myself sometimes. Some of you have a changing financial situation this week. I see a money gift. This is really nice. I see a money gift coming through for you with the Page of Pentacles. This could even be job offers. For some of you, it's far away from your house. It could even be like out of town, okay? Someplace else, not near where you live. All right. We have a Page of Swords, so you know, you could be doing some research here. There could be something in your life that you're trying to get more information on. It could be that also that somebody is kind of watching you or spying on you, or you're spying on them. I feel like there's some need for information here. Okay. You could be, give me 2 seconds. I feel like what one of your themes is this week is a need to refocus your attention on things that need your attention. Makes sense? Like things within yourself, things in your life. I get the sense of like changing things around and trying to understand what your need is right now. What's the most important thing to you, and taking a step toward that. How do I, some days I get flustered on this, okay? I think that you have some fears and anxieties. Some of you could be working through like some deep things in your life and like a lot of questionings coming up. I'm getting talking to people. Maybe you speak to a therapist, but I feel like you're doing some writing, you're doing some work around this stuff, okay? Because I feel like there's an element of you that you're trying to develop certain areas of your life, and yet there's things that you need to get past in order to develop those areas of your life, and that feels like part of the work this week, okay? I think I got it all out. All right. We have the King of Wands here. This is about having great ideas and taking a leadership role and asking yourself, what are the ideas you have? How are you going to implement? How are you going to integrate these changes that you want to make into your life? Okay, because we can do the work and we can make all the changes and we can shift things around, but if we're not shifting with those things and integrating this new knowledge that we're getting, right? Let's say you're getting downloads this week, you're doing deep inner child healing work. You have to integrate that work. That means that you become different. The things that you say, the things that you do energetically, you're healing, you're working things out in a different way. You become different. There's a distinction between knowing something and becoming or being something, and that's where integrity and the two things kind of meet too. I think that's a little bit of that, what we say and what we do. So some of you may need to explore that this week. Am I really the person I say I am? Do I do all the actions that make me this particular person? Okay. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, that's the challenge. It may be slowing down. It may be having patience with yourself, taking your time and not rushing yourself through certain processes this week. Actually getting downtime and spending more quality time with yourself, more intimate time with you to get to know who you really are. Maybe some of you had a really messed up childhood, or you just had some really poor relationships along the way that made you feel like, you know, you got kind of sidetracked with yourself. I feel like you're really doing some work in this area this week, okay? Now, it's also about determination, planning, Okay, so you're challenged in that I want something, but I don't necessarily know the way to go about getting that thing. That might be the challenge. Maybe some of you really want to do some work in the areas of healing or shifting things around in your life. And the challenge is that you really just don't know where to start. What's the first step? How do I take this step? What's the next step after that? Right? Okay. As I said before, I do see some sort of job that's coming in here. Okay. Now, let's see. Clarify for me, please. Some of you could have a situation when it comes to love where you need to make a decision about somebody that's in your life, okay? Some of you have been waiting for an offer from somebody for quite a while, and you've tried to like maybe be at ease and be like, yeah, you know what? I'll just take it easy. I won't push for anything here. But the truth is that deep down, you really want something, okay? Now, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. This is about a painful situation, you know, and maybe if you're not with this person right now, or you're deciding to walk away from this person, or you're trying to get a new perspective, like a different perspective of this, changing your mind so you can walk away. I think this is about trying to see the positive in leaving a situation that isn't serving you in the first place, whether it be a job or a relationship here, okay? Now, you may be like looking to really learn something with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords here. You may really be looking to learn something in order to take action and get something done right now in your life. I feel like if this has to do with a relationship, somebody like this requires changing. This requires something happening in order for this kind of relationship with this person to work out. And I just don't know that you feel very confident about this. I think what they're saying and what they're doing might be two different things. They might be saying they're doing all these things, they're working at it, they're figuring things out, you know, but what they're actually doing is not. It's that integrity thing again, okay? Because you have the 6 of Swords with the 5 of Cups. This is sad that you have to leave something behind, okay? Sad that you have to leave something behind because it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. You're not getting what you thought you were going to get from this. The real question is, why do we expect from people? You know what I'm saying? I think about this a lot. I'm like, wow, why should I ever have to be in a relationship with anybody where I feel like I expect a certain thing from them? If somebody wants to be with me, they'll just be with me, and they'll do all the things that they're supposed to do, and they'll be in integrity, and I won't have to ask for somebody to do those things. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a little bit about you maybe checking in and realizing that some of your needs aren't met, and they weren't met from the beginning, okay? They're not met from the beginning, so why would you try to settle down with somebody who wasn't meeting them from the beginning? They ain't gonna meet them in the middle neither, okay? All right. Some of you have some fears over your money, okay? You have some fears over your money and maybe your job situation. You could have some stress. Some of you could be wondering if it's worth it for you to stay at a job that you're at, okay? You could have, with the King of Wands, you could also have a boss who's a real jackass, okay? So that's a possibility too. But I feel like, you know, this is about creating something in your life and the kind of value you hold for yourself. And you got to think in long term. A lot of people don't think in long term when it comes to relationship, okay? So let's just be real for a second. A lot of people ask me, oh my God, Isa, why are you single? Why are you not in a relationship? Because a lot of people's life path and values don't align with me. It's just that simple. I could settle and I could be like, you know what? Like you, I'll give up everything. I'll do the things. I'm not ever doing that again for one person ever in my life. I'm so super clear about that I will never be like, oh, it's a 7 out of 10. Hell to the no. No, no, no. Okay. So, because people are always like, dude, why are you single? Why are you single? Why are you so pretty? Or this, that, and the third. Listen, I ain't got no time. You understand? If your path is not like mine, if your work is not like mine, if you're not ready to build an underground bunker with my ass, we're not gonna work. You understand me? We're not gonna work. As I said, a lot of people's thoughts and beliefs, they don't align with me. I want to move. I want to go to Europe. I want to do, there's a million things that I want to do, and this is my life and it's my chance to do it, right? So this is the energy I think that's happening in your connection, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, I got to talk about a scenario that's real for me in order to get you guys to understand what I feel energetically here. So I think there's a little bit of that. What are you working toward? You're contemplating that. And I think this is recognizing that I'm not saying you've sold out, okay? I think we've all sold out to relationships one way or another. But this is you now maybe recognizing that you're dealing with somebody that isn't necessarily in alignment with you, okay? There's a lot of stress about it. There's heartache about it. What do I do? Do I stay with this person in the hope that this is going to change, that they're going to learn, to want to do what I do, or want to go here, or want to do these things? I'm just telling you straight, I am not that person. Nope. Nope. Right? Nope. I actually have something on my wall that says I get to be with a man that is in integrity, where his actions align with his words. That means what he says and what he does is exactly the same thing. He never shows me anything different, and that's how you build trust with people, okay? So I think there's a lot of that on your mind this week if you're in some type of relationship. And I'm not just talking about relationships, I'm talking about every area of your life. What are you doing that's different from what you say you want right now, Leo? That's the question for the week. What are you doing that's different from what you say you want, okay? And what's stopping you from achieving that thing? You running out of steam? What is it? All right. All right, cool. All right, let's, sorry. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I just had to tell you guys that, it's just one of those things. Okay. Now, the problem for some of you is that you lack the financial resources, okay, to accomplish some of the education, the goals, the things you want to do, the things you want to learn. Maybe the person you're with seems to lack the ding dongs, in order to get it about the relationship, okay? And also, you have ridiculous potential, and it's only you who says, I need to wait, right? I need to wait to see. I'm waiting for a sign. Unless this thing happens, then I can't have that happen. This whole energy this week is about saying, fuck it. I'm not going to wait for the right moment, the right thing, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to see the potential within myself, and I'm going to do the things, okay? I'm going to see that. I'm not going to worry about what anybody else thinks about this. I'm not going to worry about the partnership where this person doesn't know what the freak they want. If somebody doesn't know what they want from jump, that's not a person you probably want to deal with, my loves. You know what I'm saying? Mama giving it to you hard today because I love you and I want y'all to find love and I want y'all to be with a great person. But we do it so many times. He shows up swinging it around, throwing it over his shoulder, and we're like, ooh, yeah, he got a car. And, right? People are doing less than bare minimum and being like, this is all I got to offer. I'm sorry. You're not even halfway clean. You know what I'm saying? You're just out here dirty Daryl in it. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm not saying you gotta princess the shit out of me. Have your own goals in life, right? Have your own goals. So when you notice the red flags, Leo, that's what this is about. When you're noticing the red flags in yourself, in others, doesn't matter if it's romantic, friendships, whatever it is, it's about seeing that when people say and do two opposite things and they don't jive together, that person, their whole life is like that. And that's the reality. That's the reality. Trust me, I got a lot of quote reality. One of my aspects is, oh shoot, what is it? I don't know why I can't remember. It's not Pluto. Anyway, I can't, Neptune. Okay, so one of my aspects is like Neptune. I tend to romanticize, fantasize this big, huge thing in a relationship. And I'm just so not, I'm like, look, can I switch shit? Because it don't work for me, okay? So this is about taking that different perspective on the stuff, okay? And doing the work in a different way this week. All right, I gave it to y'all hard. I'm really sorry, but I love you guys. I want you to win in your lives. I want good things to happen to you, okay? I see some of you are really stressed out. So you may actually be working extra hours this week, or trying to maybe even get a second job for some of you, because you're trying to get by financially, all right? Because some of the things you want, you can't have because you literally are short of the funds, okay? And I get that. Like, I get it. It's the hustle. You know what I mean? It's the hustle. Okay, letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Okay, so some of y'all, I think you're letting go of a lot of different things, but I think, as I said before, you're in contemplation of letting go of a particular connection with somebody. All right? Don't make excuses for people. My dad always told me, when people show you who they are, believe them the very first time. Don't give them the second and the third and the fourth opportunity. If their life is not in line with who and what they say they are, that person's life is like that everywhere. And they're probably not going to change. That prefrontal, that shit is fully formed by like 24 or 26, okay? They're stuck. All right, safe home. I cast this circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. I feel like some of you could be getting alarm systems or something like that this week. And last one, grace. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. Give yourself some credit, okay? Sit down this week, Leo. I invite you to sit down and give yourself a little credit for how far you've actually come. I say nothing here in order to bring anybody down. I don't want you guys to feel bad. None of that. Listen, I have been through the gamut of stuff. That's why I do so much like coaching, self-improvement, doing my own work. I could never serve myself up to somebody if I know that I'm not integrity. If what I say and what I do isn't even matching, I know that someone will see that in me. So I want to make sure that I have that life, right? So I'm relaying this to you in that same manner, like that, in the hopes that you guys get these messages in a special way, not in a way to be like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And if there was something wrong with you, trust me, I probably got 55 more times the shit that's wrong with me. All right, so I got your beat. I'm kidding, but I probably do got you beat. But, everybody's got stuff. Everybody's got stuff. And it's not about what's wrong. It's about realizing what is beautiful, what is right, what is buried within you, what you get to express in this lifetime. Because, honey, I don't have time to waste on people who don't know what they want, okay? I don't, you don't, nobody does. Nobody does. And it's not wrong to say, here's what I need, and to ask for that. If you can't get that, move on properly, quickly. If you see it up front and you know it's not going anywhere, step. That's it. Listen, I don't have time for let me lick you up and down till you say stop. If that's the shit you want to be on, cool. I got empires to build, right? We got empires to build and things to do in life. All right. So, that's, I think, what I got for you guys today. You know, actually, I'm going to get one more card because I feel like maybe I want to see if there's love coming in for some of you guys. Show me what else for Leo, please. But I hope you guys get what I'm saying. I feel like such a dick sometimes. Soulmate. All right, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, some of you could be dealing with a soulmate situation, but here's the thing. We have lots of those in lots of different capacities. Our issue as human beings is that we need and we long for attachment. Guys, if you ever want to have your head blown off your shoulders, definitely go listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. I stay on Joe Dispenza, and also Gabor Mate. Okay, these two people, Mate. Okay, these two people talk a lot about relationships and our makeup, our physiology, our brains, and how we're wired. We're wired to want to love and be in love. That's why we exist. We exist to love, to be loved, to receive it, and to give it. And so we often have hard times unattaching ourselves from the outcome that we want to see in specific relationships with people, okay? And this is why, I mean, I'm not fully Buddhist, but I go to a Buddhist center and I do meditation there. I've gotten, you know, I have some books and stuff, and it's been kind of a lifelong journey going in and out of those spaces. But it's very much about non-attachment, not being attached to things, people, and outcomes. And I tell you what, my stress level is way less when I'm not attached to the thought that maybe somebody has come into my space, whether it's a friend or somebody who's a romantic interest, to teach me something, to teach me about what I really want, about my happiness, my joy, loving myself, what I truly desire, okay? So, you know, I'm just giving you these little nuggets, you know what I'm saying? So you could be in a soulmate connection with somebody, and the next card out was healing family issues. So the person that you're dealing with, you know, maybe you'll work this out. I don't know. Maybe you'll figure it out. Okay, maybe you see something that says, you know what, this person actually does have integrity, so what they do and say, I can believe. I can believe that they're going through some changes, or they're going through something that's rough and they're figuring it out. And for others of you, this is just going to be a person who comes into your life for this period of time, and they help you understand and do your work for you, okay? So be grateful to the people that come along, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them come and they help us to be free, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. It's not easy to get to that place, because I know some people just be fucking up, okay? It is what it is. All right, my loves. All right, so I busted your balls a little bit today, but I love you so much. Thank you for being here, Leo. I really do hope this fed your soul. I hope this supports you and helps you. If it does, if it did, please smash the love button. Don't forget to subscribe and come on back. All right, shout out to all my August people that were borderline Virgos. Okay, shout out to all my August babies that were cuspers. We still love you guys. All right, see you later.